We're throwing out the Mayel products.
This is literally it. This is worth all of the hype.
I'm about to cut it all off. The key to keeping your hair moisturized with low porosity hair is to follow this equation. Wagwan popcorn and owner for some of that. It's your girl Kayla and back with another video for the channel.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
Whew, y'all. Ooh, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Your girl is feeling like tired, like I just don't want to do anything today. Like, but it's wash day. We have a wash day amongst us, y'all, and it's gonna be different from the rest of my videos that I've ever done a wash day with. We got new products. We got a new routine. We got a new, I can't wait to bring y'all along the journey. But before I hop into this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on them post notifications so that you could be notified every single time your girl drops a banger. Head over to IG, follow me at Michaela.Queen. Hello. And my ancestors curls, thank you very much. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, I gotta privy y'all and catch y'all up to like what's been going on with my hair. Clearly, like I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking here like, whew, it's time to take these babies out. And if I show y'all what's going on in the back, you'd be like, Michaela, what is wrong with you? And I'm gonna tell y'all not what's wrong with me, but why I left it like that. A couple videos back, I showed y'all me getting a new protective hairstyle. I gave y'all a rundown about trying to care for my hair a little bit more than I already am. I told y'all like the front of my hair was breaking really bad. I feel like the breakage has stopped because it's been in the cornrows, but it doesn't mean that like there's not still damaged ends from whenever. So I did have her cornrow for me. I got a nice trim at the beginning of January. So we are in month 3. It's currently March 7th. We're at the beginning of month 3. So the whole point of me getting the cornrows and having the half wig on was so that I can like care for the front of my hair a little bit more and just not have any type of tension, hard tension. I know cornrows still are tension, but just not no crazy tension on it and just letting it grow. Because I felt like it was thinning and I'm like, we need to take care of that. The back of my hair, let me show y'all. Do y'all see this? This new growth is something. Let me see if I can get the nape. Ooh. Like, Michaela girl. All of this. Like, I'm literally lifting the braid off of my scalp. Like, the growth is OD. But I'm not complaining because like it's growth. That's like 7 weeks worth of growth right there. But extra reason for me why I'm just like, okay, I need to take my time. Because something that I realized and something that I had to be honest about was my hair and its shedding. So I'd be like, oh, that's not a lot of hair. And it's like, babes, it's a lot of hair. I went to doing a little bit more digging. I went to doing a little bit more research. And after talking to my hairstylist, I'm like, you know what? We're throwing out the Mayel products. No longer using them. It's time for something new. My hair needs just something new and something that actually caters to my low porosity hair. For those who don't know, low porosity hair is when your hair strands, your cuticles are so tightly bonded that it's hard for any type of moisture or hydration to get into it. So when I go in the shower or when I'm under the sink to wash my hair, water literally sits on my head, like it'll just drip on my shoulder because my strands are so tight. Now if you have high porosity hair, that means your hair moisturizes and hydrates really, really quickly, but it can also be prone to drying out really quickly. And then if you're in the middle, you have neither. The easiest way to do this test is to pull a strand of your hair, put it in some water, and if it floats to the bottom very quickly, if it takes in water very quickly, you have high porosity hair. If it floats at the top, that means that there's nothing being absorbed and you have low porosity hair. If it floats in the middle, it's neither. I'm actually gonna run y'all down all the products that I got. All right, coming in hot first, we have this Olaplex treatment number 3. This is the bond repair. And I'm really excited to use this because my hairstylist, like as she was blow drying my hair, she was asking me like, am I experiencing single strand knots? And lately I have been, so she definitely recommends this Olaplex treatment. I'm not gonna lie, hold on, let me get right. There we go. This Olaplex treatment, it ain't cheap, but you know what? I'm pretty sure a little goes a long way and it's gonna just strengthen and repair my hair as needed. Also, I told y'all we're done with the Mayel products. We're not using them no more. It served its purpose for, honestly, I've been using Mayel for at least 6 years, like at the very least. We have a new bombshell entering the villa, and it is TGIN. Thank God it's natural. And y'all, I am so excited to try their products because specifically the rose water line, because it caters to low porosity hair specifically. And when I was doing my research and learning, they're like, you know, if you have low porosity hair, y'all heard that ish, like your girl's ready to take these out. These tired braids need to come out. If you have low porosity hair, you need to focus on hydrating your hair and sealing the moisture so that when it's in there, it's in there. And I'm just really excited to be intentional about these products. So first, we got the Rosewater Sulfate Free Hydrating, okay, shampoo. So we got this one. We got the whole line, honestly. We got the Rosewater, oh, hold on, we gonna go in order. We got the Rosewater Hydration Conditioner. And then we got, wait, the Rosewater Hydrating Mask. This is for a deep condition, which I'm really excited about. And then we got the Rosewater Leave-In Conditioner. So your girl is switching up the routine and just the products in entirety. And y'all, I'm ready to see how my 4C low porosity hair responds to these new products and also to the flaxseed. So with the flaxseed, I need to strain it and make it a gel. The whole point of that is so that it gives my hair a lot of slip and I'm not fighting with my hair to get it detangled, because you know what, we're gonna save the talk for when I get there. So right now we need to go strain the flaxseed. So I just took the flaxseed out of the fridge, and it's actually, I mixed water, don't mind the label, I mixed water with the flax seeds and a little bit of cloves. I see the gel. I should have mixed it up probably about an hour ago, because I know for a fact that the oil is like stuck. I mean, the gel is stuck between the seeds, but I can always save the seeds, freeze it, and use it for the next 2 weeks. So what we're gonna do is strain her. I got my strainer right here. These are really fine, so like I think the gel will be able to get through without the seeds falling through. So let's see what we get. I don't think there's a bad smell to this either. Yeah, this smells like cloves, honestly. Not water peeking through. Okay, here's what we might have to do. I was not expecting for the freaking water. We're gonna strain. Hold up. We gotta get this right, y'all. I wanna see if I could mix. Oh yeah, the gel is definitely in there. Like I said, it was mixed up. If y'all can like see the consistency in that, the gel is definitely up in there. All right, so I decided to use one of my old, stocking caps for wigs. And I'm like, I'm not gonna use this again, because this is actually something that dries out your hair, so stop using these. But for now, I am going to dump all of the flax seeds in here. Sorry, I'm like looking at the stove because I got beans boiling. All right, here we go. Dump it all. Try to get as much of the flax seeds out as possible. There we go. All right, this is like low-key satisfying to me, watching all the gel come out. It's a little slimy, you know, the process is a little slimy, but this is the goodness that I need from my hair. Y'all, it's so cold because it's been sitting in the freaking fridge. It's honestly healthier and more beneficial for your hair if you cold press it instead of putting it in a pot and boiling it and then putting it on your head. I feel like I've gotten out as much as I can. I wish it was more, I'm not gonna lie, but like with what I did extract, I will make it stretch for my entire head. I feel like there is some more gel that can come out of it. So what I'm gonna do is put it in this plastic bag and put it in the freezer. And honestly, it's just gonna sit there for 2 weeks. That's typically how often I go without a wash day. On my next wash day in 2 weeks, I am gonna unfreeze it, put it back in the water, and maybe I will catch it on camera for y'all to show y'all how I let this sit and just get gel and ferment and all the things. Dump the seeds in here. Ooh. And I don't need this stocking cap, so we're gonna throw her out. All right, y'all, so I didn't bother to put it, I had like a bottle that I bought from the hair store, but because I'm working with a limited amount, I think I'm gonna just keep it in here. So this is, I can't show y'all without spilling it. It's a good amount. I'm gonna make it stretch for my hair. It's not as much as I thought it would be. Put it in my hair now, but we're gonna make it work. So first things first is, child, it's time to take these braids down. Fun fact, I was actually supposed to take these braids down next week Saturday because I was like, I'm gonna keep my hair cornrowed for 8 weeks. It's actually week 7, but I'm like, these braids are tired. They want to be released of the shackles, all right? And honestly, this is about to be the most important part. Gently taking down the braids. Like, I don't think I understood how gently, I know it's dirty, I need to wash it. I don't think I understood how gently like I needed to deal with my hair, because I thought I was already being gentle, but it's like, no. Like, I literally just got a fresh trim in January and then immediately put my hair away. So it's like, technically you're not experiencing any split ends, any breakage in between that, because you're not manipulating your hair, it's put away. And now that I'm taking it out, like, this is the real test. I'm like, this is where the hair becomes vulnerable to breakage or split ends, because, you know, I'm tampering with it some. So that's why I'm just like, yeah, we're gonna be extra careful with how I take my hair down, and I should actually be using gloves. That's another reason why I was gonna wait for the 8 weeks, because I have these gems on my nails, and I didn't want them to like itch at my hair, but I have gloves behind me, so we're gonna wear the gloves when we get to detangling the hair. But we're gonna start with the front and just take these braids out. Oh, they still feel moisturized from when I so what I had been doing was unbraiding what I just unbraided, spraying water, a little leave-in, and then putting oil. That's the LCO method of trying to keep my hair moisturized, hydrated, and things. But yeah, literally, like, the oil is rubbing off on my hands. If it picks it up, if y'all can see, that's a good thing. All right, and this side is taken on. Y'all, the oils is literally rubbing off on my fingers. Like, that's a great sign. I told y'all I'm tired. I'm like, do I start with the back? The ends literally feel like they just got a trim, and this is why I was saying, like, I want to be extra careful. I'm gonna come back to y'all once I make some progress on taking these braids out. You heard? All right, y'all, just a little hair update. I started with the back of my head, and all of the braids in the back have been taken down. So now I just need to take down these front braids. I'm really interested to see, I'm always interested to see how much shedding I'm gonna get, but this time around I'm specifically interested because I'm using a different method, and I'm wondering if, you know, if I do it correctly, which I know I will, I want to retain more hair. So I think I'm gonna retain more hair this time around. So it should be all good. The thing about these ones is that these ones are a lot finer, so I definitely really gotta take my time and be gentle, even more gentle, because like there's breakage in the front of my hair. I don't want to like pull what's left up in there. But yeah, I really do feel like it's growing. Like this one right now that I'm pulling out, like I could literally raise the braid, which is a good thing. So the goal is to really just recover the front of my hair. See right here, like when I feel that little pull, I just want to be gentle and gently pull it apart. We're gonna do this next one. One of the worst things you can do with your hair is scratch it with a rat tail comb, because the only thing you're doing is tearing your scalp up. Like if your head really itches, you're supposed to pat it. And I'm like, I know it got like a ghetto connotation to it, but I'm just like, that's literally the best way to preserve the health of your scalp instead of tearing it up. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that the hair is still there. Y'all don't understand, like the front of my head is like a lot weaker than the rest of my head, so to see, because like, okay, I'm gonna tell you, I didn't mention this, but when I took down the first set of braids, I was experiencing a lot of shedding in the front of my head. Like I almost cried, and I'm like, yo, like this was supposed to literally like help the front of my head and just like, you know, growing it back because it's put away, it's isolated. But I guess like it was just braided way too tightly, and I had her like snatch all of my edges up. So this time around I left my edges out, and I'm like, that's why like I'm really happy taking these out, because there's no hair falling out. It's a really scary thing, and I don't wish that on nobody. Whew. Okay, y'all, finally my head is back, my hair is back, and it feels good. I'm like, it feels good to just see my little mane and her fro, and but she dirty, okay? It's time to get this pre-poo underway. So for the Olaplex treatment, it says that you're supposed to put it in before you shampoo, but technically this is a pre-poo, and like this is like natural organic, and I'm gonna rinse it out. And with the Olaplex, you have to start on damp hair. So I'm gonna put this in, detangle my hair, rinse it out, and then we're gonna go in with the Olaplex treatment. My hair is so filthy, it's not even funny. But yes, y'all, this is the gel. And peep the color. The color is very clear, it's not brown. That's because I didn't boil it. I should have clipped my hair away before I did this, but hey, we're gonna start with the front. They say it's supposed to give a really good slip, so we're gonna see what the hype is about. But yeah, like I said, the gel, you want it to be clear once you know it's been sitting. The reason why I didn't boil it, because when you boil it, you're burning the nutrients that your hair needs, essentially. And they say this is a really good detangling method, and I will say the slip is slipping, all right? I like it though. Y'all can like literally hear the slip is all right. They know what they was doing. I'm gonna split this portion in half. Y'all, this is literally it. This is worth all of the hype the girlies was talking about, and it's literally like a $5 pre-poo DIY, okay? And with this, so literally the way I made it is I used 5 tablespoons of flax seeds, and I added 10 cloves to it, and then I added 1.5 cups of water. But I actually want to try the recipe again. I think for that amount I should have like added more water to it. Maybe that would have got me like more gel out of it, because I didn't get as much gel as I wanted. But I can confirm this is a good detangling method, specifically for all hair, but specifically for low porosity hair, because your hair needs to be restored of like the moisture and the hydration that it's been lacking from whatever style you had it in previously. Yes, y'all, look at this. I love it. This is what I wanted to cut off, right? And my hairstylist was like, no, we cut it off little by little, like it's not even curling. And she was saying to do the Olaplex treatment, and she was like, that might help, like the bond repair, to just rejuvenate the curls a little bit. But I'm like, up here it curls, and then like literally all of this down here is dead. But we're gonna see what it do. All right, y'all, so I'm just rubbing this all in really good. I'm loving what it's doing to my hair, I'm not gonna lie. I want to make sure I'm scraping out this entire bowl. And honestly, I think I'm gonna let this sit for maybe like 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit for 5 so that it can just marinate on the strands a little bit. And then I'm gonna rinse it out. In the meantime, I would love to show y'all how much shedding has come out of this process. And y'all, I'm amazed. This is it. Go back and watch my other videos, and y'all will like, it looks spread out, but like it's literally thin. Like this is nothing compared to like what I normally experience. What I normally experience before using this method was like at least like ×3 of this, and I'm like, this is nothing, because you're gonna get shedding, right? Like your hair's in a protective style. But y'all, for 7 weeks, 2 months, this is it. From, I mean, right there, this is it for my entire head. Come on, But all right, y'all, I am about to rinse this out. And need I say, actually, it's starting to curl up a little bit. Maybe, you know, she knew what she was talking about. I think it just needs to be revived. She knew what she was talking about, though, because I was ready to just snip, snip. But yeah, I am about to rinse her out. So I'm going to just do that off camera because I got the gloves on. It's a little messy. But I'm going to come back when it's rinsed out. All right, y'all, I look a mess, but actually a cute mess, though. I just came back, rinsed out the flaxseed gel. You want to make sure you rinse it out pretty well because it's gel, and it just takes a little bit longer to rinse out rather than using like a shampoo or conditioner. But yeah, because it wants to stick onto your head real bad. But next, what I'm about to do is use this Olaplex treatment. This is my first time ever using it, so I'm gonna read the directions. Use once a week for damaged hair. Use twice a week. I'm only gonna be using this like once a month or something, or twice a month. But it says apply on damp towel, dried hair. Okay, check, because I use the t-shirt. It says apply a generous amount from the scalp to the ends until the hair is thoroughly saturated. Leave on for a minimum of 10 minutes longer if desired. Rinse from hair for best results. Shampoo with Olaplex 4 and condition with Olaplex 5. I don't got that. But we're gonna use what we do got. Okay, so first we're working with this quadrant. Am I a math teacher? Oh, okay, so this much. And they said from scalp to root, from root to tip. So I'm gonna try to get it up in there and work my way down. Thank goodness my hair is already detangled. It doesn't say to put a cap on after this, so after I'm done, I'm about to just let it sit out in the open. The definition that is forming already, yeah, this was expensive, so we're gonna have to make a little go a long way. All right, y'all, I did decide to throw a cap on it, just because it just makes sense. Like if I'm putting a treatment in my hair, it'll marinate better if it's under some type of heat. Something that my hairstylist taught me was that, because she was like, well, what products are you using on your hair? Because she was like seeing the single strand knots and just mad shedding coming out, even as like she was blow drying my hair. So she was saying that sometimes it can throw out like something about the balances, I guess, like in the ingredients that they use, like the pH maybe, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But she was like, if the ingredients aren't aligned with each other, it's not gonna work for your hair. And I was like, huh. So which is why like conditioner, shampoo, leave-in, and deep conditioner, all from TGIN. And she was like, you wanna make sure that your hair is balanced, because if it's not balanced, that's what leads to the knots and split ends, breakage, all of that stuff. All right, y'all, it's been about 10 minutes. So I'm going to take this off and I'm gonna rinse it out. I am curious though to see the front of my hair. Oh, okay, y'all, and I was ready to chop it off. I think definitely doing a couple more sessions with this Olaplex hair repair, it'll definitely like bring back the strength of my curls. Maybe the hair wasn't, see now this is like, I just want to cut it off. But this shocked me, because y'all saw it was literally hanging on its own. So yeah, we're gonna rinse her out and we're gonna start with the shampoo and the conditioning. That was like so refreshing. Like the smell of it, like it smelled like this is something that would hydrate you. It felt very light, it wasn't heavy. In the feel of my hair, it feels like she's taken care of. I'll be very honest, I did experience a little bit more shedding when I was washing my hair, but it is what it is. You know, we're still repairing. Looking at the front, this is what she looks like. This side curled up nicely. I just want to cut this off real bad, y'all. Like, I really just snip. Like, it'll grow back. You feel me? And like, I can see where the curls start, and then I can see where, you know what? I honestly cannot stand to look at this no more. I feel like this specifically, like, I've given it chances on top of chances on top of chances, and it just gets to a point where like it just gotta go. I'm sorry, it has to go. You can literally see the difference. You see this up here? Real thick, real coily, and then it just gets trashy down here, and it's like, how do you expect it to grow if you holding on to dead weight? You feel me? So literally, I'm about to cut it all off. I think I'm gonna, right here. Done. Like, it's literally dead hair, y'all. This, you see this? Just dead, thin hair. It's not serving me nothing. I can't believe I just did that. But it's hair, it'll grow back, y'all, okay? That's why I'm just like, don't be scared to analyze your hair and do what you gotta do for the health of it. Tell me this don't look healthy. You can still cut a little bit, hold on. I'm gonna cut, yep. And one thing about the front of my hair, when it is healthy, it grows really quick. So like, I'm not concerned. Give me till summer. But now look at the difference, y'all. Doesn't that look so much better? Tell me that doesn't look so much better. I am about to go in with the Rose Water Hydration Mask, okay? This is my new Deep Condition Auntie Jackie. I know, girl, I gotta put you on hold because my hairstylist said we need to be cohesive across the board with the type of products that I'm using in my hair because it can throw off the balances and stuff like that. It just smells like hydrating, y'all. Like, hold on, let me put my gloves on because I am gonna be like running my fingers through this, and it's gonna get a little messy. This is the texture, very, very soft, you know, so, oh, a little, very soft. Okay, and applying it. The slip on this is really good too, I will say. I know I should have put my hair into fourths, but this has been a really long process, y'all. Something else that like I really want to invest in is a steamer. I have like my heated cap, but I kind of want to try the steamer and just see what it do. I hear like it's really good, especially for the low porosity hair girlies, okay? And it just does wonders, and it does a better job of opening up those hair cuticles. A step that I did skip when I was using the flaxseed was twisting my hair, like as I was tingling it, and I didn't do it because I was putting in the Olaplex treatment. I am gonna twist my hair now, now that it's like free of those products. I will say TGIN got my curls popping. Like, do y'all see that right there? I know y'all see that. Tuh. She just dangling. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, y'all, I am on my last one, and can we just take a moment for the definition? Like, and it says to sit for 10 to 15 minutes with heat. So I'm about to get my steam cap, sit under it. I am gonna wash her out, and I will come back to y'all when my head is clean, and we're just gonna style her and put her away. All right, y'all, I am back, and y'all, my scalp and my hair feels amazing. Like, switching over to Thank God It's Natural is literally the best decision that I ever made. My hair just feels really soft. It feels just moisturized. It feels like, it just feels healthy. This is what my hair has been missing out on for ever so long. And I'm actually really excited to take y'all along this journey with me. Like, wow, this is a new journey of like growing my hair, because if you've been subscribed to me from way back when, you would have known that like I had a bob from before and I was on a mission to grow my hair, and I did, and it grew so much. But now I'm in a different phase where I'm like really trying to grow my hair, so it requires a different type of routine, different type of products, so on and so forth. Now that my hair is washed and just completely clean, I am about to just style it and put it away for the night. I don't know what the heck I'm about to do with it, if I'm being honest with y'all, but we're gonna find something. And I'm gonna be using my leave-in conditioner from the Rosewater collection. And so this right here, the tip that I'm about to give y'all for all my first 4C girlies, low porosity hair, that's the only thing that matters. Step to the front of the room. The key to keeping your hair moisturized with low porosity hair is to follow this equation. Y'all ready? Got your pen and paper? Notes? All right. Water plus leave-in conditioner plus oil equals hydration and moisture. Okay, I hope y'all took notes on that. So literally, y'all know that I already told you what low porosity hair is, so you have to start with water. You can't just put product on your hair it's not going to do anything. The cuticles are closed, so you got to start with water to open up the cuticles a little bit. Then you apply some leave-in conditioner to really get the nutrients in there. Then you go in with the oil as a sealant, okay? Remember when I told y'all I was taking down the cornrows? Y'all saw the oil rub off on my hands. I'm like, my hair literally stayed moisturized for that entire week. And honestly, that is something that honestly we should all be doing like every so often. It depends on your hair. For me, it's more like a once a week thing, because once the moisture is locked in, once it's in there and it'll last me the entire week. But when you have protective styles, you should be doing it, because when you do that takedown, it's either going to be a tug of war or it's going to be a little bit easier, like it was for me today. Like, this is the easiest process I've ever had with my hair coming down from a protective style. But enough yapping, let's get to styling, because I'm ready to eat. And I love how the leave-in, it's seeping into my hair. Like, this is what we want. Yeah, I think I'm just going to like do big braids for tonight, and then tomorrow I will style it. It'll most likely go into a puff, like a big puff or a slick back, but I don't want to quite do the slick back because I'm like, I want least tension as possible. So yeah, I literally just put my leave-in conditioner in, and then I'm going to seal it, with my bottle of Rich and Full. Please go grab you a bottle of Rich and Full. Like, if you do not have a bottle, I'm telling you right now, you're missing out. All right, you can shop Rich and Full at My Ancestors Curls. This hair oil literally does not contain any preservatives. There's no added chemicals. The oil has rosemary oil, lavender oil, which helps to stimulate the follicles for hair growth, promoting hair growth. It has black castor oil, which is a little bit more on the heavy side, but it's intentional, but it's still low on the comedogenic scale, meaning that it doesn't clog your pores. The black castor oil helps to thicken and enrich your hair. It acts really well as a sealant. And we also have amla oil in here. The amla oil works really well to prevent grays. It works for people who have dermatitis to lighten up on the dandruff. So if you don't have you a bottle of Rich and Full, babes, go get you one at myancestorscurls.com. Thank you. So there's different methods for how you can apply it in your hair. You can do it like before you braid it. You can do it after you braid it. I'm just choosing to apply it this way. Can put some in your hand, rub it up, and then go all throughout the hair. Either way, the moisture will be locked in there. And this is literally how I keep my hair moisturized. All right, y'all, and that is it. That is a wrap for Kayla N's wash day. This wash day felt very extensive, but very needed. Yeah, I think I need to start setting aside like more time, because I thought I would get done with this quicker, but evidently not. Y'all, it feels so good to have my hair back, like just not tamed. This is my new updated wash routine. This is what I will be doing from now on. Maybe not the Olaplex treatment every single time, just until like the front of my hair gets a little bit more restored, but I'm going to be using it for a while. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all are able to take some gems from this video, something you might add into your wash day routine. And I'd love to know your thoughts. Like, is this something that you already incorporate? Do you use different products? Is there something that you do differently? Your girl is open and I want to hear. So let me know. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified every single time your girl drops a banger. Head over to IG, follow me at Michaela.Queen and My Ancestors Curls. Make sure you go cop you a bottle of My Ancestors Curls. Thank you. And without further ado, I love y'all so much, and I will catch y'all in my next video. As always, peace.